What's up, guys? We're back here at the GSL Korea, and we have had some pretty amazing games so far. We're going to go to the winners section of our group. That means the person who wins in this next best of 3 between sOs and TaeJa will now go on to the round of 8. Be the first player, in fact, to go on to the round of 8.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice thing to do, man. I'm wondering, what do you think? TaeJa or sOs? We just saw some really great, intelligent, hard to predict play from sOs, but TaeJa is so rock solid.
I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not going to vote either way. What do you think?
This is a really hard one for me. I might be leaning a little bit towards TaeJa, but I already said I really do think sOs is getting out of this group, so I would not be surprised if he won, but I don't know. TaeJa's pretty solid, man.
He is. He really is. Our first map is going to be Whirlwind. It's a big map. The biggest map we have, in fact. One of our more seasoned maps here at the GSL. And, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what exactly these guys got in store here. We've seen sOs play standard, defensive. We've seen them go for aggressive builds. And the same is true here for TaeJa.
Yeah. I think TaeJa's going to probably play a macro game here and just kind of rely on his great dropping skills to pull sOs around. But the thing is, sOs is going to have a very precise plan on how to deal with whatever comes his way, whether it's a reactive game or one that he takes a steering wheel in, which is what I think is going to occur here.
All right. The game is now loading. Guys, get out there, tell your friends to tune in because the GSL Korea is the biggest, the bestest, the most well-produced esports show of all time. And we're about to see another amazing match. In the bottom right, the only Protoss player in our group defeating Bomber. Can he beat another Terran? He is.
웅진 스타즈 sOs.
And the upper right, we've got our Terran player from the site TeamLiquid.net. He is
Liquid TaeJa.
Oh, he's got a little red button on his escape key.
All right, quick question for you, TaeJa.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
When you ladder, do you have Whirlwind thumbs up or thumbs down? You play it or no?
I have thumbs down right now. I don't like that map.
Yeah, okay. Just one.
I could play on it, but I don't know. It doesn't do it for me.
You just don't like it that much?
I don't care for it that much, no.
Okay. Just wondering.
Well, now we got, what about you?
I have it thumbs up.
Oh, really?
I had it thumbs down for the longest time, but I figured, this map's still here.
How
I may
many
as well
can we
learn how
thumbs
to
up and
play
thumbs down now? Because for a while I didn't have any of them thumbs down.
Right now there's a total of 8 maps.
Yeah.
You can thumbs down 3.
2? It's 3, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, when I started out laddering, when HOTS came out, I didn't thumbs down any of them because I wanted to see what was going to be used on different maps. But then after a while, I started thumbing stuff down.
Then after a while, you realize Core Hall City is terrible and you don't ever want to play it again.
Yeah. All right, both guys going for, well, first Command Center or first Nexus. So this is going to be interesting because there's a lot of different stuff you can do when both players are going for this, since nobody can really hurt the other guy.
Yeah, it's this is definitely a game that can turn really big really quickly, because when you both go for something like this, if you both figure it out relatively quickly, you want to take more edges, because, you know, just doing a build like this, you know how to stop any normal attacks.
Yep.
And any normal attacks are going to come slower from the mirror build, which is Command Center first / Nexus first.
Sure.
So therefore, it oftentimes turns into, well, here's a third Nexus or third CC, or maybe here's a couple Forges and here's a third CC and a couple Forges, something like that. And yeah, he's gonna. It looks like sOs is gonna scout this relatively quickly.
The funny thing is, neither player knows so far that the other one is going for a build that's going to be this focused on Econ.
Yeah, sOs will be the first to find out, but TaeJa is not even trying to find out, so he's just kind of playing it blind, which is going to give sOs a little bit of an advantage.
Absolutely. And for instance, see this bunker? Doesn't even need that, but there's no way for him to know, so
yeah,
he has to make it.
By the way, yeah, and that's because he's not scouted, but by the way, what's really interesting is the game right before this was on this map, sOs playing PvT, and he went for a 3-gate. So TaeJa right now, he definitely just watched it. He's like, well, I have to make this bunker. I have to play defensive. He might do a 3-gate. Who knows? He's shown one of the most aggressive builds and now one of the most economical builds.
You make a very good point, Artosis. I mean, if he's been paying attention at all, and obviously he is, he's TaeJa, he's a smart guy, he's going to be going into this with a completely different mindset until he sees this right now.
Yep, he's going to see that and be like, oh. And then he won't get to see too much more. Couple gates, couple gases, pretty much what you would expect. No tech quite yet. So badly wants to find the tech, but he's not going to find the tech. Because the tech doesn't exist.
Wow, there is no spoon after all, Artosis.
Well, there's spoons, but there's definitely no tech.
Sorry.
Unless you consider Cybernetics Core tech, but you don't.
You don't?
No.
I don't.
It's like, I got tech up to Stalkers now. It's like, no.
That's not really a tech.
No one ever said that.
You could tech after the Cybernetics Core is done.
Yes. And they're just as we were talking about
Julio.
before. Yeah. Sees that command center first, may as well. Oh, he doesn't want to lose this! It takes...
All right, 75% health left.
Whoa, you're quick at math.
I am.
I wonder if that's true.
No. Oh, I mean, it looks like it. Well, just look at it.
Yeah, I guess...
1/4 of the bar is gone, so 75% health is left.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking as a whole with the shields. I don't know.
No, please. I'm not. No. Whenever I say health, I never count shields in there because the shields regen. It's so impactful if Protoss take any damage beyond shields.
Okay, so he does hold this back, and he's got vision. You know, he's keeping those stalkers in an area where the Marines can move through while having the watchtower. So for TaeJa to actually sneak in, he'd have to travel so far that by the time he got there, SOS would probably be maxed on carriers.
Yeah.
So not something he's going to be able to get done. And that scan misses all the tech. SOS, I have to say, I like his position here much better than
he looks
TaeJa's.
fantastic.
Yeah.
And that's a good point because you scan and see the gateways. That doesn't mean anything. Of course, the warp gates are going to finish just then.
Yeah. And TaeJa isn't being too greedy. He just has no idea what's going on. He's tried to scan. It's not like he's not trying to figure it out, right? He's moving out with some Marines. He's scanning. But SOS is sealed up tight and just hit his tech randomly in a good spot that didn't get scouted. So he's going to have a lot of gateways, a bigger economy, and blink to deal with these drops around the time the drops get there. So this is as good a situation as SOS could ever hope for.
Yeah. All SOS has to do is keep this advantage. He does gun down that one probe. Small victory there.
He does have a hallucination out on the map, moving across.
Stim almost done here. Now the real question is how and when is TaeJa going to engage, because there's no pressure really for SOS to hit here. That was a good scan. That told him exactly what he needed to know.
The one thing he does not know yet, though, is whether or not there's a third base. And that's something he hasn't scanned enough, he hasn't scouted enough to actually know 100%, but he might be catching on to it. And he is getting his third command center now, so that's good, but it's way slower than that third Nexus. 60 probes to 45 SCVs. Wow.
Yeah. Wow, indeed.
Big difference.
And, yeah, man, I mean, he's just going to continue to power up here. If, let's say, TaeJa does a big attack coming up here and doesn't do that much damage, it's going to be so bad for him.
And, in fact, he just scouts exactly what's going on, and that cannot leave him very happy at all.
Yeah.
Oh, he got a probe.
Nice control here with the Marine. But eventually he gives up. He only has so many actions he can perform in a minute.
All right, charge on the way. More upgrades, more gateways, all things exactly like SOS needs them. He just needs to really get his macro going now.
Nice fake Colossus here, too. It might pressure out some Vikings here.
Yeah, and in fact, it may make it so that TaeJa just doesn't attack with that many Marines. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's kind of ready, though.
Well, yeah, I guess you're right, he is. And look at that. Very nice Nexus cannon going down, keeping them right on the edge there. He could even
intercept this on the way out here,
and look at this. He might end up killing a lot of units out here with his blank.
All right, he's going to pick up and go into the main now.
Ooh,
this is a full-on commitment.
Yes, it certainly is, and that is a lot of units. In fact, easily enough to kill off all these Marines. A really great move here by TaeJa.
And in he goes. Nice time warp there.
And I think he'll be able to clean this up, Tasteless, but That was a good amount of damage. That was a very strong
That
move.
was a tough call, and he handled it well.
And not just this. Look at this. He's actually hitting the third base.
Just sent his one zealot over there to deal with that.
Yeah.
But so far, SOS's defense has been good enough.
It has been good enough. You are correct there.
Double robo now.
Yep, not surprised he wants to do a pretty big tech switch here, or tech up rather. He's also getting Templar Archives. Now, you know, he really got his macro going. He lost a few probes here and there, lost quite a few units, but that's all okay. He's still got a very strong economy, and now he just needs to get out loads of splash damage, because TaeJa is about to hit the point where gateway units just won't do it anymore.
This is very true. You can use those gateway units to defend, but after that, that's it. Looks like we have TaeJa cleaning up something at the top. I believe it's a... Oh, sick.
What?
God damn, he's so good. He just hallucinated 4 Templars because he's taking a Colossus.
Wow.
We're actually seeing hallucination used like we've never seen it before.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Where are those High Templars going now?
They're over there.
Yeah, but why?
I think I have no idea, but what he should do is just have them run into the army and die, make it look like a mistake.
I wonder, you know what? Oh, okay. Yeah, he walked into the range of the tower, and then he got rid of them. That's what happened.
So sick.
TaeJa, being smart and being quick, saw that.
Watch
He's
this,
getting his ghost tech.
Goodbye. Goodbye, Tastosis.
We wish we could have been a hallucinated Archon. All right. Well, here we go. Big drops coming in all over the place. TaeJa really utilizing the way the map is shaped and splitting his army pretty well as SOS.
Now hitting up here, though. He's going to take this out with ease. Wiping that out. The other drop over there at the upper right was deflected, and so was this one as well.
And right now, you know what? This is great play, man. He's done so many things so right here. And, well, he should probably drop there, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Just watch the Nexus. No, we don't want to go out there. Okay. You know, I'm so blown away by SOS's play, man. Like, showing those and getting him to go into Ghosts, and just now the second starport's being added. He is making Vikings, sure, but that's a late second starport, and these Colossi that are coming out 2 at a time are going to do fantastically. Well, maybe 1 at a time.
Well, he's doing a lot of damage over here.
None at a time?
Not enough.
Ooh. That would have been really bad for SOS, but still. He has 3 Colossus, and that's a solid amount of Colossus.
Yeah, that's enough to do some serious damage on the ground.
Yeah, he definitely would have preferred the 4.
Colossus. He's not forced into this.
Yeah. By the way, look at the mini-map. Look at all those red dots. Some great pylons around the map from SOS to spot drops, to spot expansions, or just random warp-in locations to harass expansions in the later game. Very good moves.
All right, both players nearly maxed out, which means we will have an engagement coming up here again very soon.
Well, the upgrades are really close to each other. TaeJa does have the lead and is going to continue to have it with that 3-3 on the way already. A little harassment coming in here from some Zealots. A good move. Not going to get too much done, but he will target a little bit.
The idea was good.
Yeah.
The bunker messes it all up, especially the placement of it.
Those 4 Zealots don't mean anything to him right now.
Oh, and he's going to go up here and just hit that location. There's a little squad over here. Well, hold that thought. Second base now under fire here. He might have a Nexus cannon. Meanwhile, he's closing it over here. In the upper right.
He's got to be careful. There are a lot of Hellbats in there.
And also, SOS's third base being hit too.
That's right. He's being hit all over the place. And in fact, some force fields having to go up. And trying to target down these Vikings with the Blink Stalkers.
He needs to target that Nexus. Nice.
Yep. And does chase that away for now, so very good for him. But look at this. He's Hellbats dealing a lot of damage to the charge Zealots. A blink up by the Stalkers, targeting down these Vikings. He's got to keep his Colossi alive, and in fact, he still has 2.
All right, the Colossi are bruised in the back, but that's okay. As long as he keeps his army together and they keep doing damage, he should be fine. Archon being targeted down here with the SCDs and the Marauders.
Yeah. Great play here by SOS. Look at this. He's getting out of here right before he loses his expensive units. He's bled off all the Zealots and a couple expensive units.
It's the opposite. We got a couple Stalkers left. They got to run away.
Yeah.
Instead, he kept everything that was of value.
That is fantastic. And now he's just going to back up a little bit, get some reinforcements, and get back in there.
Oh, my God. Perfect interception. So sexy.
Very well done. And he backs up once again. Probably going to throw down a time warp now. Oh, a beautiful 2 time warps. Oh my god. But so he's got to be careful here. A lot of units being picked off finally. Not a lot of meat left for SOS with this army. But exactly enough meat, apparently.
All right, he just barely took out that last Colossus, but I mean, what is he going to do? Look at the supply here. It's 81 to 113. Protoss is untouched at this point in time.
Yeah.
Cannot be touched because he's going to make a bunch of Archons. I think he just makes stuff and rolls over them.
SOS is so good. I wish
really
I was just good at Protoss stasis. This is so ridiculous.
No, me too, seriously.
Well, here we go. He's got a lot of Psy Storms now with all those High Templars. GG. And SOS.
Great game.
I do have to say, outplayed TaeJa that game.
TaeJa, though, he doesn't look that shaken up by this. He seems to be just fine.
A few things that went wrong for TaeJa, or went right for SOS, depending on your point of view. SOS did scout, find that command center first. TaeJa took a long time to actually find his tech and his base. So he was defending a little bit extra instead of making that extra command center. Like if he had scouted more quickly, you know, and found a Nexus first as it was warping in or as it was finishing up, he would have just thrown down a 3rd command because you can just do that.
Yeah.
Whereas that's exactly what SOS did. He threw 3rd down and through Nexus, 3rd down and through Nexus, threw down a 3rd Nexus.
We make money doing this, guys.
I got a tongue twister here.
That's fine. I do it all the time.
But no, that was great. And then SOS hallucinating Templars and bringing them in. I think his little army that he had there did not look like it wasn't a Templar-based army. Based on what he had, it was like, yeah, okay, you've been on Twilight a long time. I know you have Charge. I know you have Blink. I guess, yeah, of course you're going to get High Templars. Totally tricking TaeJa, knowing TaeJa would not only have the middle Watchtower, but would see it before he got in there and killed it. It like, SOS just playing. You know what? He's reminding me of his Seed a lot.
Yeah, and that harkens back to the day when Seed made a big Immortal and expanded while Terran was there to defend. But we're seeing it New Age hallucination stuff. I mean, this is like the next level of StarCraft 2 here.
Yeah.
Hallucinating Templars going out there, poking in, showing them.
And guys, if you're trying to get better, these are not builds as steel as Protoss. These are so unbelievably complicated.
Don't try this at home, kids.
This is.
Don't be like, I know how I'm going to get from gold out here. Like, no.
This is world-class Protoss right here.
Steel Reigns builds.
Yeah, that's exactly Steel Reigns builds, not SOS.
This is not like a Kung Fu. Kung Fu battles. This is not like watching, a standard martial arts fight. That's like watching drunken boxing from Jackie Chan.
Yes, because Jackie Chan is the greatest ninja.
Which only Jackie Chan and Tasteless can do. We're going to go into this game now. It's going to be game number 2 here between SOS and TaeJa with the map, TaeJa's Choice.